Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I'm very excited for today's video because we're going to be talking about a few of my favorite things. 5 to be exact. Today's video is all about the top 5 new or new to me brands of 2020. So I went through and picked out a few brands that really made an impact for me this year, whether it's a new brand that I was really excited to try and love the products from, or maybe it's a brand that's been around for a while and I've finally tried it out and fell in love. So if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I am a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on YouTube, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to hit subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So if you want to hear about my top 5 brands of 2020, I do have them all on my face today. Let's get right into it. All right, so I might as well just start off with the one that most of you probably know if you've been watching my channel, Sydney Grace. That's right. I think I even said the first time I tried out Sydney Grace shadows that I was so excited and I was sure that it was going to be my favorite find of 2020. I love Sydney Grace eyeshadows. Now I have tried a highlighter, I believe a blush, and the lip creams from the brand, which are all beautiful as well. But to me, Sydney Grace eyeshadows are unbelievably beautiful. Now, I had heard about Sydney Grace for a while. I think Jen Loves Reviews, or now Jen Loves, is the one that I heard about Sydney Grace from first. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Now, I decided to finally take the plunge when they were doing their Christmas and July sale. I got one of the little mystery packs, and then the rest of the sale was so good, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna jump in and try some of these shadows. So I did and immediately fell in love. I love that it is a women-owned small business. They are so kind, amazing customer service, but above all else, they have beautiful products. So if you haven't tried Sydney Grace, wake up. You need to get going on it right now. I am so in love. Now, I'm not gonna go too crazy showing you guys my collection. That is a few of them. Of course, I have the couple other ones that I hauled recently in my indie brand haul. We of course have the Tiny Marvels palette. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen this all over YouTube, but come on. Like, these are beautiful. Also, I don't think I just mentioned it, but their cream shadows are beautiful. You get a lot of product for a great price. They stay so well. They do not crease. I love them, love them, love them. Now, I do have a couple Sydney Grace shadows on today. I just went through and mixed a couple mattes together to create a soft blown out look underneath this topper. So what I did was took Picking Peaches and Camel and just mixed them together and just honestly threw it on with a fluffy brush all over the lid. And I think that that just made a beautiful base for the topper that I have on. Now, if you are someone that finds that you have a hard time getting your shadows to blend out, I really recommend trying Sydney Grace. And I mean, you guys, the price point, it's amazing. I don't know how they do it. So if you guys want to see more Sydney Grace, I will make sure to link up here my collection swatch video. Also down below, I will link any videos that pertain to the brand. So I will make sure to put up my Tiny Marvels videos, anything that you guys might want to see, it'll all be linked down below. I'm already excited for the collab with Temptalia. I believe that's coming in January, so I'm sure 2021 is going to be another year of loving Sydney Grace. All right, now this next brand might be cheating a little bit because this is someone who I've known and adored and have been using products from for a while, and that's Wayne Goss. But you guys, Wayne Goss, of course, launched his makeup line this year, and it has quickly become a beautiful favorite of mine. And I try not to be too biased because of my love for Wayne, but I really think that this is an honest, genuine opinion. I don't think just a love of a makeup artist and human being would make me buy so much product. So I really do enjoy these products. Of course, I was very excited to pick up his very first launch, which was the Imperial Topaz palette. This is such a beautiful palette, a great staple for anyone's makeup collection. I love it. I pull it out all the time, whether it's to use on its own quickly or to use to pair with another palette that maybe has some more colors, but I'm looking for some of those must-have shades. Now, the blush palettes. You guys, these Weightless Veil blush palettes are so, so beautiful. This is the palette that I have on today. This is the Coral Rose palette, and I am wearing both the blush and the highlighter. You guys, if you haven't gotten one of these and if it's in your budget, you need to pick one of these up. If you don't think it's necessarily in your budget, you should probably check out my video on these when I talked about price per gram because it's pretty astounding. I also have one of the eyeliners from Wayne. It is a lovely kohl pencil, and I did recently get the Wayne Goss lipstick in Dahlia, and that's actually what I'm wearing today with another favorite. So I got this lipstick complimentary from Beautylish during the gift card sale. They were doing like a gift with purchase opportunity, and I picked it up, and honestly, when I opened it up, I was sort of like, ooh, I don't know if this is gonna be a shade for me. This is a little bit more of like a peachy tone than I would normally wear, but I think paired with the lip liner that I have on today, it's beautiful. And this feels really nice and creamy. I will say I'm probably not doing it justice right now because my lips are quite dry, but I think it's lovely. Like, this is a shade that I could see wearing a lot. So I am really enjoying this so far. I've heard great things about the lip glosses. I definitely want to get one of those. Honestly, I love Wayne's eyeshadow formula so much that I would have picked up the new palette, but blues and grays just aren't a color story that I reach for a lot. So that palette just really didn't speak to me as far as the color story, but as far as the formula goes, I could totally see myself buying more eyeshadow palettes in the future, and I can't wait to see what Wayne is bringing out in 2021. All right, the third brand I've fallen in love with in 2020, BK Beauty. You guys know I am so obsessed with the 101 brush. This is, to me, the best foundation brush of all time. Like, you guys, it is so incredible. Number one, BK Beauty makes the softest synthetic brushes I have ever felt in my life. And you guys, I have a lot of brushes. I have a lot of natural hair. I have a lot of synthetic. I just have a lot of brushes, and BK Beauty just can't be beat as far as the softness goes. I really love that this brush is very versatile. I find that it applies foundation flawlessly. I also enjoy taking the short bristles here and stamping in contour and then flipping it and using the looser bristles to blend in contour or cream bronzer. It's a one and done for me. I love it. I now have 3 in my collection, so it's one that I love. Now, I also have a good variety of the eye brushes. The way that I found BK Beauty is through the Brit Clark bundle. Totally fell in love, and I wanted to try more of the eye brushes, so I did just recently order the eye brush collection, but I haven't tried that enough to be able to give you my feedback on that yet. But I can tell you the one eye brush from the Brit Clark bundle that I've really enjoyed is the 207. Now, I enjoy all of the brushes in the bundle, but the 207 is like this really beautiful multitasker because you can use it to really like blow out and smudge out liner. You can get a really nice like smoky under eye. You can also use it to like delicately place color in the outer V. So I've really been enjoying this one. You guys, BK Beauty is such a wonderful brand to check out. The owner, Lisa J, here on YouTube, she is such a sweetheart. She's so amazing, and I really love what her brand represents. If you are someone that likes to use your money to support kind people and beautiful brands, I definitely recommend giving BK Beauty a look. All right, number 4 on this list is Pat McGrath. Yes, you guys, I had not tried Pat McGrath before 2020. In fact, I had not tried Pat McGrath until the summer of 2020, I think. Now, I started out with Pat McGrath by getting these beautiful little babies. These are the Eye Ecstasy palettes. I have both the Subversive and the Sublime palette. I just thought that this was a great way to be able to try some of the Pat McGrath formula at a very low cost because, you know, you're getting kind of like the no frills packaging. And I was really very impressed right off the bat. And then my friend Yadi was super nice and surprised me with the Rose Decadence palette and a couple of the lip products. Now, for me, the Pat McGrath eyeshadows are like stunning, like definitely noteworthy and beautiful. The lipsticks I've really enjoyed. The lip liner that I got the contour lip liner during one of the sales, and I really enjoy it. It's actually what I have underneath the Wayne Goss lipstick, and this is one that I will use a lot. I really, truly think that if you are someone who is not too lazy to sharpen a pencil, which is usually me, this is a formula worth trying out. Now, that being said, some of my favorite lip liners now are ones that I have to sharpen. So I guess it's worth it in the end, but I usually do go towards just like a twist up, but the longevity of these and the creaminess is just beautiful. So I've really been enjoying Pat McGrath. I have been very tempted to try out the foundation because I know that everyone just loves it. And I've heard great things about the concealer too. So we'll see. I really don't need any foundations like anytime soon, but I've really been enjoying my eyeshadows, and I think that there's just something special to the colors that she creates. And you guys know I love eyeshadow. I really feel like a lot of beauty creators like say that they love eyeshadow the most, but especially right now, I think that's something that we're all focusing on because if you are wearing a mask, this is kind of what you're seeing most of the time, right? But I have been having a lot of fun with the Pat McGrath formula. And you guys, come on, we can't forget the Mothership Mega. I know that thoughts on this palette are a lot like US politics right now. Very divided and very extreme. But for me, I am just so in love with this palette. I don't care that the packaging maybe isn't quite as luxe as it usually is. You guys look, I have this like clear plastic one and I still love it. So for me, it really is about what's inside. I don't think that this is like chintzy by any means. It's not like overly luxe. I don't have any of the like mega luxe palettes, but for me, the beauty is inside of here, and I've had a lot of fun with this. So I could definitely see reaching for more Pat McGrath in the future. We'll see what 2021 brings, but for sure in 2020, I was in love with Mama Pat. Now I'm putting this one in at the end so that you guys don't judge me too harshly, because this is a very new to me brand, but I got so excited that I know it just has to be in my top 5, and that is Divina Cosmetics. Yes, that's right. I'm putting them in. I know that I just started playing with their shadows over the last couple weeks, but you guys, come on. Come on. I mean, hello. How could I not put this in my top 5? Now, I'm not going to go on too much about this brand because I just did my Divina Cosmetics video. I will make sure to link that up here for you guys. But I mean, you can tell in that video, like, I was just like a kid in a candy store. So over that Sydney Grace combo I was talking about, I first laid down Takana and then went over the top with Sweetie Sunbeam. So you guys can see, it's just this really like ethereal, yet something a little special kind of look. It's like glam, but soft. Of course, soft glam is a thing, but this is just like a little bit more like angelic. This is like if an angel were going out to a club for the night. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. This is a brand I cannot wait to A, add to my collection and see what they're launching in the future. I have to say, I've just also fallen in love with the vibe of the brand. Like, the customer service is incredible, and Divina Cosmetics helps support smaller creators. Like, I love that. I really love that this is a brand that's truly part of the beauty community. And that's something that I think that you just find in smaller independent brands is they really want to have that sense of community, and they want to have that great customer experience and really just support makeup lovers and, you know, really be there for people who are looking for great quality products. I really can get behind a brand that has a smaller amount of products, like that isn't launching something every 5 minutes, but that every product is this quality, right? So I am so excited that I got to try Divina in 2020. And you guys, like, that is one of the things that I've loved about having my channel is it's really made me more aware of brands that I never would have known about. I mean, this is a brand that's been around for a while. I'm certainly not the first person shouting from the rooftops about this company, but I definitely am shouting from the rooftops. But you know, it's just something that I never would have found. And so I have to be so grateful to my community here, to all of my friends, to all of my subscribers. Like, we're having those conversations about the brands we love, and I really enjoy that. So that being said, I am really glad that I did find them in 2020, and I'm sure you'll be hearing about them in 2021. All right, guys, that's it. Those are my picks for my top 5 new brands in 2020. These, of course, again, were new brands to me, not necessarily new brands altogether, but I am very excited to have discovered all of these. Let me know, are any of these in your top 5? Now, of course, I really tried some amazing makeup in 2020, and I really had a hard time like narrowing it down. There were a couple other brands that slid in there at the end of the year that I really would have liked to have included, but if I've only tried something once or twice, it's just not fair. So I'm sure you will be seeing a lot more in 2021. I am personally very excited to take January to really dig into a lot of the makeup that I've gotten, especially in the fall and winter. It kind of was just like an explosion of makeup. So I'm sure because spring launches are like a breath away that it's gonna be crazy again, but I'm gonna try and just appreciate what I have for a little bit, take a breath, right? So I wanna thank you guys for sticking with me through this. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know down below what some of your favorites were. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll consider doing so. I have some great content planned for 2021. Thanks to all of you who have been here for a while supporting my channel. It really has been truly a beautiful year. You guys are all my #1 of 2020. Thank you so much, and I will see you really soon. There are a couple more that I love. We're gonna be talking. I've got nuts in my mouth. It's not cute.